So I'm here with John Campbell.
Hi.
So John's from Allergan and he's the Sparks Director, which is a brand new programme Allergan are launching, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the Spark programme. So,
absolutely, great.
Tell me first of all a little bit about your background.
Perfect. John Campbell, been in the industry for coming up to 11 years, which is great. So I've seen quite a lot of how the industry has changed over that period of time, and I've been at Allergan for 5.5 years.
Brilliant. And tell me about Spark.
Spark, yeah, Spark's an interesting one. Spark's come from really identifying some needs of our customer group, and where Allergan is traditionally operated or been very effective is sort of accounts which are already established potentially. Yeah. So what we want to do is really look at supporting a lot more of the maybe classified as early years injectors, and we have a lot of the resources that we need, so we just want to be able to put it in a place where people can access it essentially. Yeah,
so it's basically for the people entering the industry.
Yeah, for those who, because obviously we appreciate that a lot of people are coming off training courses, like cosmetic courses, every month. And what we would like to try and do is provide a better way of reaching and providing them with the support that they need. Because we know that they come through probably a bit more of an emotional journey. And I think there's a place where Allergan could be more supportive with that.
Okay, and it's a free service?
It is a free service, yeah. So more about the services around, so we have a website at allergan-spark.com. We have different services available on offer for those people who register. So first of all there's a big knowledge hub of lots of sort of common questions and answers that a lot of people might have. Second to that, we also have an account exec who starts on Monday, which is exactly...
Oh, brilliant. So let's just work backwards. So I've just finished a course. Yep. And I've been trained in Allergan products, and I want to enter Spark. What do I go to? Which website?
So it's allergan-spark.com.
Okay, and then I register.
You do.
And what will I be able to see when I
Once you register, you'll be able to see basically the knowledge hub. So really common kind of questions about where do I buy product from, where do I go for potentially further training. Do I need to set up a CQC registered clinic? I'm working out of home. What sort of things do I need? So very common questions, or how do I get in touch with the Allergan product specialist is a very common question that we get. How do I get leaflets? So very common questions we try and answer within that service.
And are these answered in words or video format?
So currently it was a pilot done by an international sort of September, October this year. We still have that current website, but we're launching a new website in sort of mid-May. So it'll look and feel a little bit different, but yeah, the content will still be predominantly text, but we are looking to evolve that content into more video, more interactive content.
Okay, so you could answer my questions. Anything else?
So the main service really is also the fact we've got someone dedicated within Allergan to pick up the phone and answer emails for those who are registered with Spark. And I think that's probably the best thing we can offer from that side of things. Also, that account exec can offer a remote call with a product specialist.
Right.
So I think one of the things we've also found is that people do want contact with a product specialist, and where their needs might be is maybe more top line, kind of a quick half an hour, 45 minute with a product specialist, rather than maybe penciling a time for them to come, spend a bit of time, that kind of thing. But you could have as many appointments as you want with that virtual product specialist.
So give me an example. So if I'd like to know more about sort of the Vicross range,
yes,
how would I arrange an appointment? How would that process work?
Perfect. Good question, because that's quite a common question. Because when I come off a lot of people coming off training courses, just when I've spoken to them, just say, "Oh, I've used Juvederm," and I go, "Which Juvederm have you used?" And they're not quite able to fully answer that question. So that's a perfectly good example. Register, contact our account executive via email or via phone on the hotline.
Yes.
What they'll do is send you a calendar invite, of which you follow the link, register your details. You can select their diary and then pencil in a meeting, and it will be done through a Skype call, so we can do screen sharing if that is.
So then you could talk. Well, that's a really good facility, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
So that's great. And who would the product specialists be? Who are typically the product specialists?
So we're actually using at the moment Laura Fitchard, who's our product specialist at the moment for Spark at the moment. So she's got 15 years industry experience. She spent the whole time at Allergan. I don't think there's anyone who wouldn't know much more than Laura. So it's a great resource to have her available at the moment.
Okay, and are there any features you're going to be adding? The new iteration of Spark
Yeah.
the website, what's going to be included? What are your plans?
So the thing is, it is evolving. We didn't want to go out and develop something which a lot of people wouldn't want to use potentially. So what we wanted to do is start off something relatively simple and build with it. One of the key projects I'm working on next is about having accredited training courses, which are courses which are, I guess, we've worked in consultation with
Yeah.
training courses to have something which has gone through our regulatory approval, so it all is fully licensed and approved, and working with training providers who got all the insurance, professional ongoing training, development and those kind of things.
Yeah.
So we're looking at that.
So there's a lot of training providers out there. Any comments about some of the smaller ones, perhaps? Or?
What we're trying to do with this one is actually just make it a little bit clearer. So
Yeah.
the whole idea of the Spark website is essentially providing more information and trusted information. So what we would say with a Spark accredited training course would be that we've working with the training
Yeah.
providers. We've looked and reviewed a lot of their content to make sure it's on license,
Yeah.
that it's ethical and it has a good professional journey. So.
Yeah.
So that would enable us to recommend those training courses and hopefully provide a bit more guidance because, as you say, as a new person coming in,
Yes.
websites, there's lots of different training options, and it's nice for us to actually say, look, we've actually gone through the content materials. We know they're professionally trained, they have all the certificates, all the insurances.
Sort of accredited by you. By
Yeah,
Allergan.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So no other involvement, it's their content, but it's more that we've just had an opportunity to have a bit of review.
Okay. Anything you'd like to talk about more about Spark before I ask you some questions, wider questions about the industry?
Oh, okay. The other thing is potentially having more, if you are a Spark registered customer, we'd like to interact with you face to face as well and have some open events, welcome events.
Yeah.
We obviously have the AMI Digital World, which is a platform for sort of some e-learning. So it'd be nice to
Tell us
build
a bit more about that.
Yeah, so the website is active. Again, it's one of those which Spark registered users in May would also be able to interact with that. So the idea is we have one online portal where you'd be able to sort of navigate between the two. On there is some course presentations and some videos as well. On there we're looking at doing a little bit more live streaming of our events, which through Spark registered users will be kept informed about. And yeah, this other thing is around more like a welcoming kind of networking opportunity for delegates.
And with training videos, so it's basically an online training area.
Yeah, absolutely. Because again, there's a lot, investment in training courses. Sometimes you might just need a refresher video, just a bit more of an update, maybe even what is MD codes or whatever that might be. So that platform's available.
Yeah, that sounds very exciting.
No, it is. Yeah, no, it's really. Working in the industry for a long time, I think it's been needed, and it's nice working with providers like yourself actually, and actually trying to define a bit more of a full patient or customer journey from choosing a course through all the way up to sort of established clinics as well.
That's brilliant. Anything else about Spark?
No, I think that's
pretty good. And I always ask guests this question. It's kind of come out of the blue, but what do you think the future of the industry is? We've seen, you've worked in it for quite a long time. It is growing, it is changing really rapidly, isn't it? A very vibrant industry. I mean, John, what do you think the next sort of few years hold?
Oh, I think part of a lot of what Allergan's been trying to do is also make consumer awareness as well. So I think as we sort of move into that phase, and it is widely accepted injectables already, I think there is going to be probably a move to increase that awareness and acceptance. I think, as you know as well, a lot of people...
You've got programs direct to customers, haven't you?
Yes, we've launched this Beauty Decoded. So we live stream working with Tatler and Glamour, which we live stream the events to increase awareness about injectables. Because obviously there still is quite a lot of concerns around looking at abnormal or the sort of foreign body pieces around it. So I think it's quite nice because to tell them a little bit our perspective of the industry, because I've seen so many training days and seeing patients, models so overwhelmed with joy or expectations when they see the results, and that's what I see. That's what I feel our industry is about. It's about those kind of boosting confidence and other things rather than just lines and wrinkles. So
brilliant. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, John.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you taking time to come in and see us.
Perfect.